Namaskaram. This class is a continuation of Python tutorial conditional statements. We have already discussed simple if-else statement that we will use for checking a single condition. But there are some situations that require multiple conditions to be checked like this. See this question. Write a program to accept percentage of a student and assign grade as given below. Here mark percentage is given and grade also. See, here more than one condition is given. So, to handle these type of problems, we have a statement called if, elif, else. See the syntax, if condition, then the statements under this if condition, then elif again condition, statements, elif condition and so on. And at last we have else. We will see how it works. If condition. When the condition given in this if part is true, it will execute the statement under the if statement. That is this statement. Then if the condition given in if statement is false, program control move to the elif part. Elif condition. Go for the second condition. If the condition is true, it will execute the statement given under this elif part. Then again if the condition is false, it will move to the next elif part. Elif again a condition. If this condition is true, it will execute the statement under this elif part. Then again if the condition is false, come to the next elif part and go on. That is the number of elif depends on the number of conditions. Okay. Then what is the use of this else part? Yes, if none of the condition is true, then else part is executed. That is the statement under this else part is executed. And this else is optional. Here each condition is checked in order. If the first one is false, next one is checked and so on. And what will happen if the first condition is true? It will not execute the remaining portion. And suppose the first condition is false and the second condition is true. That is elif, this elif condition is true. Then what will happen? It will execute the statements under this elif. And what about the remaining portions? It will not execute. Only the statement under this elif is executed. And the if statement ends there. Okay. So if any of the condition is true, it will execute the statement under that condition. Then come out of the if statement. If any condition is false, come to the next statement. Okay. We will see an example. Next we will see how to solve this program. This program is to accept percentage of a student and assign grade as given here. So first we have to accept percentage of a student from user. For that, give a variable for storing percentage p equal to float of input, enter percentage. Then we have to check the conditions given as in the question. Mark percentage is given and also grade. Okay, let me ask you one thing. Can I use this mark percentage as variable name here in my program? No. Percentage we cannot use for identifier. I have just used the variable p for percentage. Okay. Then see the condition. If the percentage is greater than or equal to 90, assign grade as A. If, what is the condition? If P is greater than or equal to 90, what you have to do? Assign A for grade. Then the next condition, if the mark percentage is in the range of 80 to 89, grade is B. 80 to 89. See, if the mark is not greater than or equal to 90, means it is less than 90. So here you need to check only whether the percentage is greater than or equal to 80. So in elif part, you have to check whether P is greater than or equal to 80. If it is greater than or equal to 80, grade equal to B. Once again, if P is greater than or equal to 90, grade equal to A. That is okay. Then, if this condition is false, That is, if P is less than 90, then only the program execution move to the elif part. Isn't it? So, if the mark is less than 90, it will come to the elif part and then check whether the percentage is greater than or equal to 80. Here, if the condition P greater than or equal to 80 means this P is in between 80 and 89. It is less than 90 and also it is greater than or equal to 80. That means it is in the range of 80 to 89. Okay. That is, no need to check whether the percentage is less than or equal to 89. I think it is clear to you now. Then similarly we have to do other conditions also. Elif P greater than or equal to 70, grade is C. Elif P greater than or equal to 60, grade is D. Again, elif P greater than or equal to 50, grade is E. Then at last, if P is less than 50, F. Else part, you can give grade equal to F. Otherwise, you can give the condition like this, elif P less than 50. That also okay. But it is clear, if P is not greater than or equal to 50, it is less than 50. So, else is enough. Okay. Now, you can display the grade using print statement. Print grade. Let me execute the program. And the percentage 75, grade is C. 75 in between 70 and 79, grade C. Okay. So once again, if the first condition is satisfied, it will execute the statement under the first condition. Otherwise, that is, if the first condition is false, then only it will come to the next part. Elif, then this condition. If this condition is true, it will execute this statement. Otherwise, that is, if this condition is false or if both these conditions are false, then only it will come to the next part. This will go on. And if all these conditions are false, it will execute this else part. This else part is executed only if all these conditions are false. Clear? Then what if I give a condition like this here? Elif P greater than or equal to, suppose 75. In our last example, here I have given percentage as 75. We have two true conditions. One is here P greater than or equal to 70. Another here P greater than or equal to 75. But see the output. 75, grade C itself. That is, if more than true conditions are there in an if-elif statement, it will execute only the first true part, grade equal to C. Then the if statement ends there. Remaining portion will not execute. That is, this condition will not be checked. Okay, I think it is clear to you now. Then one more thing, what if I have given like this? If again, if here also if, this also will give the same output, isn't it? If the percentage is given as 75, first it will check whether the percentage is greater than or equal to 90. No. It will check next if statement. No. It will check next if statement. It will assign grade equal to C. Then what is the difference? Why we need if-elif statement? Why we are not using if statement again and again? See both the programs. In the first program, that is using if-elif, if the percentage is 75, it will check only the first three conditions. When it is greater than or equal to 70, it will execute grade equal to C and stop there. What about the second case? If the percentage is 75, it will check first statement, second one, third one. Will it stop there? No. You will continue checking. Next statement, p greater than or equal to 60. Again next statement. Okay. Then what about if the percentage is 95? In first case, it will execute only this first condition. If p greater than or equal to 90. Rest of the conditions will not execute. Isn't it? What about the second case? It will check all these conditions. Isn't it? So which one is better? First one. This will reduce the number of comparisons, thus the processing time. So for this type of questions, you have to use if-elif statement instead of simple if. Clear? Okay, we will see one more example using if-elif. Program for a 4-function calculator. Addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Two numbers are accepted from the user and operator also. And if the value of OPR is plus, see plus I have given in quotes. If it is plus, add the numbers and store in a variable result. Otherwise, elif, check whether the operator is minus. If it is so, subtract. Otherwise, check whether the operator is star, go for multiplication and store the result. Then see the next elif part. If the operator is slash, that is division, we have given one more condition inside the elif part. If num2, that is the second number, is 0, division by 0 is not possible. Result equal to unknown. If it is not equal to 0, if the second number is not equal to 0, that I have given in else part, result equal to num1 by num2. At last, print first number, operator, second number equal to the result. Okay. See, I have given an if-else statement inside elif statement. This is called nested if-else statement that we will discuss in detail in next class.